Welcome back. We're finally here, the last of our festival parts where we go through all the different attractions here. So, last up, but no means least, is Towa. Welcome to Class 2 Stellar Garden. If you've ever wanted to walk through a beautiful garden underneath a blanket of stars, here's the place to do so. It's been specifically designed for pairs, so make sure to choose a special someone before you come inside. Who should I ask to join me? Towa. Let's see if Towa is up for it. Green called Towa. After meeting up, they used one of his tickets to enter the Stellar Garden. Wow. See this, it's like with the Herschel thing, it's like it makes sense that she's the correct one to choose for this. This is amazing. I mean, I knew what it'd be since I had to approve it for the student council, but I didn't think it would be so pretty. It really is beautiful. I thought it would never live up to a flamboyant name like Stellar Garden, but I was wrong. I should know better than to underestimate Class 2, though. Yep, just look at the ceiling. Doesn't it look like a starry night? What's more, they said that it gets even prettier if you switch on the machine they've set up deeper inside. What do you think? Should we go deeper? Sure, let's go. And for those who missed me mentioning it previously, Herschel is the name of a famous astronomer, so Towa Herschel, that's where her backstory comes from. Not a reference to another game, they just have the same reference. It seems this is the end. Is that the machine you heard about? I think so. Let's turn it on and see. Okay, here goes. Oh, it's marvelous. Like the first time I've ever seen this. Wow, it's so pretty. Yeah. This is more stunning than I ever would have expected it to be. I could almost get lost in the stars. Actually, something of a stargazer myself. Oh, really? Yeah, it was one of my grandpa's hobbies. I kind of picked it up from him. Sometimes when the student council runs late, I stare up at the stars while I walk back to the dorms. Although, I do sometimes trip and fall over stuff because I'm not looking where I'm going. You might want to try watching where you're going in the future. You put out so many fires at the academy that I worried it'd burn to the ground if you were out of commission. I think you're making a bigger deal out of this than it actually is. Out. This really takes me back, though. We went all over the place last year while we were testing the Arcus units. One night we found ourselves lying in a big open field together, just gazing up at the stars. History repeats itself, I guess. Yes. We did the same thing when we were in the Nord Highlands. Wow, really? Nord is supposed to have a beautiful view of the stars. I'd love to go there myself one day. And I'd be sure to take Angie with me. Towa, George, Crow, and Angelica must have just as many little memories from their field studies as we do. And after all we've been through together, having to part ways with a classmate is... well, that's not something I want to think about, and I hope I never have to before we graduate. Sorry, Reen. I didn't mean to make our conversation all gloomy. Oh, I know. Why don't we all go and do a bit of stargazing together when things calm down a little? I know this great spot on the Trista Highway that would be perfect for us. I'd love that. I'll try to round up my classmates, if you can do the same with yours. Sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Great. Well, then it's settled. I don't know when we'll be able to do it, but I'm looking forward to it already. Beautiful. Stars in it. After relaxing together for a while longer, the two of them made their way to the exit and left the classroom. Wasn't that beautiful? The fact that I got to spend so much time talking with you made it even more fun. Well, I have a lot of work to finish, so I should probably get back to it. Bye, Reen, and thanks for inviting me. So long for now. Your bond with Towa strengthened. Please come by to Class 4's Eastern Tea House Miyabi. Surround yourself in an exotic Eastern atmosphere as you try our delicious tea and balance it with our sweets. Please come in and relax for a while. Who should I invite? Towa! Let's see if Towa is up for it. Reen called Towa. After meeting up, they used one of his tickets to enter the Eastern Tea House Miyabi. Look how elaborately they decorated in here. It's like we're really in the East. I've been wanting to take a look at this attraction since we first heard about it in the student council. What a fun spot to unwind. The green tea and sweets are just the icing on the cake. What do you say we sit down and order some? What icing? This combination of flavors really helps put me at ease. Ah, this is so relaxing. Well, you've certainly earned a rest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like you've been interested in Eastern culture for a while now. You can tell. Not quite as much of a connection as you do, but I do have some attachment. Apparently have some Eastern blood in me. I didn't know that. Or I've forgotten that. That's entirely a possibility as well. It's like, oh, so you could potentially appear in the Calvert games, potentially, or a relative or something like that. Whoa, really? I always thought your name was a little unusual here in Erebonia. Herschel. Herschel! It's not much, really. Still, I felt a little connection with the East ever since I learned about my family tree when I was little. I see. My interest mostly came from spending time with my master. Still, when you were little? Reen? You're not going to say something like, but you're still little now, are you? Of course not, I would never. Actually, yeah. That is what I was going to say. I knew it, you big meanie. Sorry, but this conversation is getting too adorable for me not to interrupt. Besides, it's fortune time. What my sister's trying to say is, we're sorry to intrude on your conversation, but would you like to draw a fortune? Draw a fortune, isn't that? If you're about to say part of Eastern culture, you nailed it. You pray to the goddess and she tells you your fortune. It's a special bonus service we're offering to those of you who use your precious tickets to come in here. Oh, that sounds like fun. Definitely, let's give it a try. Now then, please choose which kind of fortune you'd like to draw. My fortunes are luck related, hinting at the things your future has in store. And mine are about relationships, telling you all about who's gonna set off your fireworks. Wow. Which type of fortune should I draw? You know, I've finally noticed, after all this time and doing these scenes and stuff like that, these pair of twins aren't identical. And it's not the hair. Yeah, look. I'll take one of those too, please. Obviously not the personality either, that much was obvious. Alright, please draw your fortunes from this box. Reen and Towa both drew a luck fortune. Let's take a look here. Slight luck. You will soon confront a task of great importance. Stand against it with all your heart, just as your predecessor did. Oh, I got slight luck too. A friend faces a great task, but there's little you can do to aid them. Do what you can, and leave the rest in the hands of fate. Aren't these fortunes supposed to be light-hearted and fun? Sounds like we both have some tough times ahead of us. Yeah, it certainly does. Still, a task of great importance, huh? Might mean our concert tomorrow. In which case, the predecessor's part would be referring to your concert last year. It's so funny how every time, I will say it at this point, because yeah, with this final one, every time it's been like, oh, that must mean the concert, like, or something else? You might be onto something. The mind says a friend faces a great task, but there is little you can do. Maybe that's referring to you and your classmates and saying that all I can do is watch and wish you the best. Makes me feel so powerless. Don't worry about it. Just knowing that you're looking out for us is all the support we could want. Thanks. Not going to be easy tomorrow, but easy's never been Class 7 style. Might not be able to help you directly, but I'll be praying for your success. And we'll be sure to deliver. Bum, 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 bum. Confident that they could rely on each other, they tied their fortunes with all the others at the side of the room. After offering a prayer for good fortune together, they left the classroom. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. I never thought that would be so relaxing. Thanks for inviting me, Reen. That was just what I needed in the middle of such a busy festival. I still have a lot of work to get done. Wish me luck, Reen. Luck wished. Relationship. Huh? You're really going for that one? Well, yeah, I'm kind of curious. Alright, if you insist. It's kind of embarrassing, but I'll take one of those too. Ah, the corruption of the innocent. Draw whenever you're ready. Me and Towa both drew a relationship fortune. Let's see. The one you wish to support from the bottom of your heart is by your side. You're compatible with those with the broad-mindedness to accept you for who you are. Interesting. Mine says, your constant dedication to your work does not go unnoticed. Continue to work diligently until you find someone who will support you that you can support in turn. I mean, that goes to how I've spoken about, like, how I see these two. It's like, yeah, what do you think this means? Probably referring to the fact that all of your hard work inspires others. I mean, I certainly admire you for it. Ah, thanks, Reen. My fortune wants me to keep working. It's not easy, but if it inspires people, there's no way that I can to quit now. There's no way that I can to quit now. Alright. Well, I'll always be there to back you up. Meanwhile, Man says I'm compatible with people who accept me as I am. I've got to wonder just who a guy like you is meant to be with. Now I think about it, it's probably Towa. She's always there to cheer me up when I'm feeling down, always doing whatever she can to support me. And she's the very definition of broad-minded. She may be small, but her heart's bigger than anyone's. Even if it's just as a friend. I want to be the one her fortune mentioned. I owe her support for all she's done for me. Again, Reen's just a sweetheart at heart. Too many hearts in that sentence, but yeah, he's a sweetheart at heart, isn't he? Reen, why'd you go all quiet like that? All your staring is making me blush. It's nothing. Let's just do our best. Oh, well, that came out of nowhere, but sure. Welcome to Super Stallion. Not only can you take your first horse ride here, but you can try your luck in a thrilling time attack. Perhaps you'll be able to set a time so incredible that it even impresses me. Who should I invite? Towa. Let's see if Towa is up for it. Reen called Towa. After meeting up, they used one of his tickets to try Super Stallion. Kind of amazed that they managed to set up a real racecourse like this on the academy field. Yeah, the second years were determined not to let your first years show them up. This event is a time attack that takes you through our specially prepared racecourse. Your mission is to complete a specified number of laps as quickly as possible, avoiding obstacles all the while. Beat the target time and you'll find yourself the proud owner of a fabulous prize. Now then, which one of you will take this exciting challenge? I'm going to ask you to take this one, Reen. To be honest, I'm not very good at horse riding. Last time I tried, I nearly got thrown off. She is pretty tiny, so I could see that happening. In that case, just leave it to me. Okay, I'll be cheering you on then. If you will, please make your way over to the starting line. On your mark, get set, go! You know, this race course here reminds me of that joke I did in Cold Steel 3 that pretty much everyone didn't notice was a joke. When I was talking about the race course in Heimdall, like being in an oval shape and it's kind of boring. Is that what they have in Japan? Just like boring oval courses? You want something more elaborate like we do here? And then I named off like 3 race courses here. No one picked up on the joke that they were ovals.
Yeah, all right, let's do this.
That was the joke. We like have just as boring race courses here. No one picked up on the joke. It's like, oh, come on. That was a quality joke. Pointing out like it's the exact same here. Bravo. Splendid, simply splendid. You managed to beat the target time. Phew, I pulled it off somehow. That was amazing, Reen. What a marvelous performance. Anyone whose mind has become one with that of their horses could manage such a feat. It's my honor to present you with this prize for your valiant efforts. Thank you. Now that you've galloped around the course, you may wish to make your way to the trial corner to unwind. Whether racing or relaxing, I want you both to experience how delightful the world of horse riding can be. They then moved on to the trial corner to spend some time with the horses until they decided to go their separate ways. Good work out there, Reen. Horse riding seems like so much fun, too. Maybe I'll keep practicing until I can ride with the best of them. It's not a bad skill to learn. You would let us ride together, too. Well, I have work to get back to. Bye, Reen, and thanks for the invite. See you later. I'm gonna Missy Panic. Your goal here is to smack as many targets as humanly possible. Should you be the high score, you will receive a fantastic prize. Who should I invite? Towa. Let's see if Towa is up for it. Reen called Towa. After meeting up, they used one of his tickets to play Missy Panic. So I just smack every target I see with this thing, right? It's about the size of it. Try to rack up as many points as you can. Beat the target score and you'll wind up winning a Missy plush. Look how well made this is. This year's set of first years are just incredible. Our attractions last year were nowhere this elaborate. Nobody at this academy seems to do anything half-heartedly. This is kind of a weird question, but did you see Missy for real while you were at the trade conference? I didn't, actually. There was supposedly an event in town, but I was way too busy to go. I hoped to buy a Missy plush as a souvenir, but then... well, you know what happened as well as anyone. Sorry to remind you. Tell you what, if I win this one, it's all yours. Besides, it's the least I can do to pay you back for all you've done for me. Are you sure? All the more reason to cheer you on. Get ready then. Start smashing. Begin. Bosh. Missy. 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 No, you don't, mate. Ooh. Alright. That was incredible. Towa took her turn. I'd love to see that. And the two's time at Missy Panic drew to a close. Like, think how small she is with that giant mallet. This has been a long time coming, but here you go. Thanks, Reen. I'll be sure to take good care of it. You're welcome. Missy's kinda cute, isn't he? See why people in Crossbell like him so much. Yeah. With all of the problems over there, a fun character like Missy probably helps everyone relax. That's a lesson for you too, Reen. Everyone needs a little time to relax and take their mind off things, okay? This is one instance where you should take your own advice. You're always working yourself way too hard. I'd like to see you treat yourself for a change. You mean it? Maybe you're right. That's a good lesson for us both then. Well, I'll see you later. Thanks for inviting me out. Unfortunately, I have work to get back to. Goodbye for now. Welcome to Class 3's Gate of Avalon. Here you can immerse yourself within the walls of a great castle from days gone by and play Blade in style. Players who work their way up through the ranks and defeat the Blade Master will be rewarded with a fabulous prize. Who should I invite? President Towa. Let's see if Towa is up for it. Reen called Towa. After meeting up, they used one of his tickets to enter Gate of Avalon. Bing, bing. Got completely about turboing through this. Ah well. Wow, look at all the people playing Blade. I had no idea it was this popular. We're supposed to be able to challenge the so-called Blade Master here, aren't we? I don't see anyone here who looks like they fit that title. Perhaps they're taking a break. Why don't I grab us a table so we can play while we wait? About that, while we're here, would you mind giving me some special training? Oh my. You'll have to be more specific. Well, I played Blade with Crow a few times. I've never actually been able to beat him, and I'd really like to. It makes sense to me. I'm anything but an expert, but I'd be happy to teach you all I know. Thanks. Reen agreed to teach Towa everything he knew about Blade. After what seemed like a countless number of games, Reen had finally taught her all that he could. But even so... Why can't I beat you? Would you mind holding back just a little? I'm trying to, as best as I can, really. Still, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a winning streak this long. Really? It's not exactly a confidence booster. Maybe I'm not cut out for games like these. Well, don't let it get you down. I'm terribly sorry to intrude on your fun. Good day to you both. Sharon, what are you doing here? What indeed? Does that mean the Blade Master is... Yes indeed, Lady Towa. Master Reen knows me only as his mild-mannered dormitory caretaker. But for the duration of this festival, Master Crow has appointed me the Blade Master. Are you kidding me? So why am I the one challenging her again? Considering I can't beat you, I don't think my chances against her are particularly good. But you can do it, Reen. I believe in you. Bear in mind that I have no intention of holding back against you. I wouldn't be much of a Blade Master if I did. Are you prepared, Master Reen? Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. Let's get started. Very well.
Well, shall we begin?
Well then. Yeah, not great.
Please draw a card.
If things go well, we should be okay, but...
Looks like I go first. Now then, how will you react to this?
That's opened up a possibility for me. See, now we're on our 5, so that's actually nice.
I'm using a bolt.
Okay, cool.
I'm using a bolt.
Yeah, you keep using those bolts. See, very strong position actually here now, very strong.
So that's how you want to play. Well then, we
have to draw again.
After you, Master Reen. So that's how you want to play. Splendid, a well-deserved victory.
Indeed. My god. I won! Wow, you really did it. You played wonderfully, Master Reen. Allow me to give you a memento of your stunning victory today. Thank you very much. Blade is really fun to play. I'm going to have to keep practicing until I'm good enough to actually win. And once I am, you're my first target. I'd be happy to accept a rematch. If I may, I suggest that you continue to teach her after the festival is over, Master Reen. Perhaps once your blade tutelage is complete, the two of you can move on to more intimate subjects. Damn, Sharon. What? Oh, would you look at the time? It seems you've overstayed your welcome. I mean, I didn't expect Sharon to be the one teasing. After saying goodbye to Sharon, they left the classroom. Thanks for the blade lesson. That was really fun. Fortunately, work never sleeps, so I'll see you later. Best of luck. See you later. Your bond with Towa strengthened. Alright, so that's us done with the festival-y typey part things. You know what we're doing here. So we'll see you in the next part when we actually do the rounds. See what's going on. We have to do slightly strange. We have to do the rounds. Then I'm going to make some cutting while I go off. There's green balloons. While I go get some scenes done at the different places with Crow and stuff like that. Cut them out, obviously. And then we'll do the rounds again. And then again. Because it changes. It changes over time. Like, people jump around and disappear. Like, in some instances, some moments, down here, we have a little conversation with Patrick and Celestin, but they're not here at the moment. So, you know, people move and change in this situation. So anyway, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.